हेलो एवरीवन। हम इश्यू ऑफ डिबेंचर्स की क्लास में मिल रहे हैं। आज जो हम टॉपिक डिस्कस करने वाले हैं, दिस इज गोइंग टू बी when debentures are issued for consideration other than cash. Now, what does consideration other than cash means? So our main topic is issue of debentures for consideration other than cash. So when I say other than cash, it means a company is issuing the debentures without getting anything in cash, but there is a consideration. What is that consideration? Let us discuss. So this can be any asset taken over or asset purchased. So let's say a company called XYZ Limited bought an asset from ABC Limited. Now, company in consideration can pay cash, but if the company chooses not to pay cash and issues debentures, so this condition will be called issue of debenture for consideration other than cash. Means company is getting an asset from the company ABC, whatever asset company has bought, and in consideration it is going to issue the debentures. So no cash is going and coming, but instead of cash, an asset is coming. In this situation, what entry is passed? Let us write down that, and then we'll be doing few questions as well. So the first entry will be for purchase of an asset. So if the question specifies that what asset is being bought, you will write the name of that asset. Otherwise, in general, you can write sundry asset. 2, the name of vendor company. Now here it can be a vendor company, it can be an individual vendor or anyone else. You will have to entirely depend on the question for this. The second entry is going to be, now we are going to pay to the vendor. So vendor's account will be debited to whatever is the percentage of debenture, that percentage debenture. Now, important thing over here is that the debentures can be issued for premium, debentures can be issued at discount, and debentures can be issued at par. So what are the entries for that? So I'm writing over here. So if debentures are issued at par, you will pass this entry. This is issue of debentures to the vendor at par. There won't be any difference. But in case you have issued debentures at premium to the vendor, the entry is going to be vendor account debit to securities premium reserve to percentage debentures. So there will be an X amount over here, and security premium reserve will be written over here, and the amount which is face value of debenture will come over here. Here is face value. Here is premium amount. And here is purchase consideration. This is also possible that the company is going to issue the debentures at discount. If company is going to issue the debentures at discount, the entry is going to be vendors account debit, discount on issue of debenture account debit, to percentage debenture. Remember one thing, always debenture account is going to be credited with the face value. Even if you're issuing the shares, debentures at premium, it is not going to be credited with an inflated amount. Here, only face value will come. Discount on issue of debenture, whatever loss company is suffering, let's say debentures are issued for 90 rupees. So, face value minus the discounted price for which the debentures are issued. So, let's say company has issued debentures for 90 rupees. So, 10 rupees will be considered as loss for the company, and that discount amount is going to come over here. Discount multiplied by number of debentures, of course. And vendor's account will always be debited with purchase consideration. I hope the entries still here are clear to you and you all are getting it. Now, in these kind of questions, we even have to calculate what is the number of debentures to be issued, because the question will provide you purchase consideration. How do we find out that what is our number of debentures to be issued when debentures are issued at par, at premium, or at discount? So our next topic is how to calculate number of debentures issued. Here the formula is, there will be two cases. Obviously at par you will not have to do this calculation, but still I will write. At par, at premium, at discount. So let's say purchase consideration an X amount divided by issue price. And this issue price, anything from the above, that is at par, at discount, or at premium. What you will get is number of debentures. To understand it in a better way, we will refer one question and solve it. So on your screen, you can see this question. All this material will be provided to you in the app and in the Telegram channel as well. So, question number 1 says issue debentures to the vendors at par, at premium, and at discount. So, in this single question, we are going to get all three kinds of issue of debentures at various prices. So, a company purchases assets of 99,000 from another firm. It was agreed that the purchase consideration will be paid by issuing 11% debentures of ₹100. Okay, so what we have understood from here that rupees 99,000 is the value of asset. Company has bought an asset from another firm. Okay, since the name of firm is not given, so we know now that we are going to write vendor's account because the name of vendor is not known to us. Then 99,000 rupees is the price of the asset. It was agreed that the purchase consideration will be paid by issuing 11% debentures. 11% debentures, and each debenture's face value is rupees 100. Now, at par, at premium, and at discount. These three conditions are given. They say the premium is 10%, the discount is 10%. Okay, so let us start solving this. First of all, we have to write the journal entries for buying the asset. So, question 1, we'll write journal entries in the books of company. We do not know any date, that is why we will be writing the numbers. So the first entry we are going to pass is sundry assets or sundry asset, account debit to vendor. Assuming that you all know the narration. So I will not write any narration so that we can quickly solve many questions. So it is 99,000. Now, when you're paying, so I will be writing over here case 1. This is your case 1. When issue of debentures is at par. Debentures issued at par. So we will write vendor's account debit to 11% debentures. 99,000. Now, though it is not required, but just for understanding purpose, let us find out how many debentures are issued. Okay, because you may have to, you will have to write it in narration that how many debentures are issued. The number of debentures, how do we calculate? I'm doing the calculation here only. You don't do it here. You write it as a working note and write it here. Okay, 99,000 divided by issue price of the debenture. Remember the formula which is written above. What does it say? Purchase consideration. In this case, purchase consideration is 99,000. And what is the issue price? The question said each debenture is having face value of rupees 100. So 99,000 divided by 100 means the company has issued 990 debentures to the vendor in case 1. Now, when we pass entry for issue of debentures at premium, then this number is going to change and even the entry is going to change. So we will see case 2. In case 2, debentures were issued at premium, at 10% premium. So we will be passing entry for that. Issue of debenture at premium. And what is the percentage of premium? 10%. Okay. Now let us pass the entry. First we'll write the entry and then we are going to fill up with the amounts. So this is also your entry number 2 only because the case has changed, so this entry is going to be different. Vendor account will be debited 2. Securities premium reserve. 2. 11% debentures. Now, vendor's account is going to be debited obviously with purchase consideration. To know what is to be written in front of securities premium reserve and 11% debenture, first of all, I must know what is the number of debentures issued. So in this case, my purchase consideration is again 99,000, but my issue price is not same. Issue price is 110 rupees. How did I get this 110 rupees? See, the face value of debenture is rupees 100 and there is 10% premium. So 10% premium is always calculated on face value. So 100 multiplied by 10%, so 10 rupees is your premium. So this is how 110 becomes your issue price. So you will write this issue price down and you will find the number of debentures issued. So 99,000 divided by 110 tells us there are 900 debentures issued to this vendor. Okay, so 900 multiplied by 100 and 900 multiplied by, I should write it in the credit column, 900 multiplied by 10 in the premium column and 100 in the debenture column. So here it comes to 9,000 and here it comes to 99,000. I hope till here things are very clear to you. I'm going with a very slow speed so that you can understand and pass the entries at your own speed. Understand it very well and each calculation take time to process in your mind and then pass the entries. Don't be in hurry of writing. If you just keep writing along with me, you may not understand the concept very well. Now we will be doing case 3. Under case 3, debentures are issued at discount and discount of 10%. So here the entry is going to be vendor's account debit, discount on issue of debenture account debit, to 11% debentures. Vendor's account is going to be debited with 99,000, but to find out with what discount account and debentures account and all this to be debited, yeah, 99,000 will come over here. But here, discount and issue of debenture account with what amount it is going to be debited and 11% debentures account with what amount it is going to be debited, that we'll have to calculate under the formula. Okay, so again, 99,000 is the issue purchase consideration. Now here, what is issue price? 90 rupees. How I came to know it is 90 rupees? Let's see over here. Issue price is face value, not issue price. Face value of the debenture is rupees 100 and you have given 10% discount. The 10% discount is rupees 10, that is 10% of rupees 100. So your issue price is rupees 90. That is why I am dividing it by rupees 90 over here. So 99,000 divided by 90 rupees is 1100 debentures. The number of debentures have increased because the face value, issue price of each debenture has also reduced. So here 1100 multiplied by 100 will be written. As I told you, always and always debenture will be credited with the face value. So 1100 multiplied by 100 is 1,10,000. I'll write it down. Here it's going to be 100 multiplied by 1100 multiplied by rupees 10. So 1100 multiplied by rupees 10 is 11,000. So the total tallies. Always remember that vendor can never be debited with the lesser amount or the higher amount. The rule is that vendor has to be always and always debited with the same amount for which the asset is stored. Let us write some important notes. Note number 1, vendor is always debited with purchase consideration. Number 2, debenture account is always credited with face value of debenture. Normally, question gives face value of debenture if the question is silent. In silent cases, consider face value is equal to rupees 100. If question doesn't say anything about the face value. Number 4, percentage of premium and discount is always calculated on face value. Like we did here, we took out 10% premium on rupees 100 rupees and as well as discount on face value. Okay, so I hope by now all your concepts are clear regarding consideration of issue of debenture, consideration other than cash in case of buying any asset. So whenever you buy an asset, let us recap. What do we do? First of all, we write that asset and in debit side and vendor on the credit side. If the name of asset is given, the name of asset will come over here, and if the name of vendor is given, the name of vendor is going to come. In second entry, vendor will be debited, and in the credit side, debentures will go if the debentures are issued at par. How to find out what is the number of debentures issued? So you will have to divide purchase consideration by the issue price. If the question is silent about the issue price, you have to always divide it by 100 and consider that debentures are issued for 100 rupees. In case the debentures are issued at premium, in that case, the vendor account going to be debited. First entry will always remain same in all the cases. Vendor account is going to be debited, and as the rule says, the vendor always needs to be debited with the purchase consideration amount. And on the credit side, we will have securities premium reserve, and we will have our 11% debenture. So whatever the percentage of debentures. Here, how are you going to find that what is the amount of premium and how are you going to find what is the amount of debenture? For that, we have to calculate the number of debentures issued. And number of debentures issued is purchase consideration divided by issue price. Here, the issue price is going to be more than 100 rupees because you are issuing the debentures at a higher price. So this is how the calculation will be. And in the last case, when debentures are issued at discount, vendor's account will be debited with same purchase consideration. But on the debit side, one more entry is going to come, that is discount on issue of debenture, which is a loss to 11% debentures. In this case, it was 11%. Whatever is the percentage, you will be writing. Okay. And again, to find out what is the number of debenture, you will have to divide the debenture purchase consideration by issue price, which is 90 in this case. Now, one last entry is left, which you don't have to forget ever, that whenever you open this discount on issue debenture account, you have to close it also. So, discount on issue of debenture account will be closed through statement of profit and loss account if there is no other information given in the question. So we will write statement of profit and loss to discount on debenture. This is called writing off entry. You're writing off this loss from statement of profit and loss. The amount is 11,000 rupees over here. So my lecture ends over here. I hope you are very clear with the concept of issue of debenture for purchase consideration other than cash in case of buying any assets. In the coming lectures, we will see the part when issue of debenture is done to the promoters, to the underwriters, and so on. I'm making short videos so that by each video you can understand the concept clearly and you can play multiple times in case